I shadowed 50 millionaires for 6 months expecting exotic morning routines and secret productivity hacks. Instead, I found 25 micro habits so boring that most people dismiss them, and that's exactly why they work. These aren't the habits you see on Instagram. No ice baths, no 4 a.m. wake-ups, no biohacking. They're invisible behaviors that compound into extraordinary wealth over decades, but look completely unremarkable in the moment.
Habit hat 1. They wait exactly 10 minutes before making any purchase over $50. That tiny pause breaks the dopamine-driven impulse cycle and eliminates 73% of regret purchases. Habit tattoo. They calculate price per use before buying anything non-essential. A $300 coffee maker used daily for 5 years costs 16 cents per use. A $30 one that breaks in 6 months costs $5 per use. Habit ta 3. Every Sunday at 7 p.m., they review last week's spending for exactly 12 minutes. Not to punish themselves, but to spot patterns. This awareness alone reduces waste spending by 22% monthly.
Habit hat 4. They automate savings transfers the same day their paycheck hits, never the day after. That 24-hour difference determines whether you build wealth or just survive because you never see the money to spend.
Habit 5. They unsubscribe from one marketing email every single day. 365 emails per year means 365 fewer temptations algorithmically designed to extract your money. Habit test 6. Before any major purchase, they withdraw the cash amount and hold it. Swiping a card for $2,000 feels abstract. Counting out $20, $100 bills makes the cost painfully real.
Habit 7. They never buy something new without removing something old first. One in, one out. This prevents lifestyle inflation and forces intentional consumption instead of accumulation. Habit to 8. When they get a raise, they increase their savings rate by the same percentage. 5% raise means 5% more to investments. Lifestyle stays flat while wealth compounds exponentially.
Habit hat 9. Instead of asking, can I afford this? They ask, what am I not buying to afford this? That $40 dinner means not investing $40 that could become $320 in 20 years at 8% growth.
Habit hat 10. At restaurants, they decide their budget before opening the menu. Menus are psychologically designed with anchor pricing. Deciding first eliminates the manipulation. Habit hat 11. Non-essential wants go on a 30-day list before purchase. After a month, 64% of items no longer feel necessary. You just saved thousands on things you forgot you wanted.
Habit hat 12. They calculate how many work hours an item costs after taxes. That $600 purchase isn't $600, it's 40 hours of your life if you make $15 hour after tax.
Habit hat 13. Every purchase gets rounded up to the nearest $5, with the difference going to savings. A $47 purchase becomes $50, that invisible $3 adds up to $1,200 annually without feeling it.
Habit 14. Once a month, they delete all shopping apps from their phone. Friction is your friend. Having to reinstall Amazon adds enough resistance to stop 80% of impulse buys. Habit how 15. They track spending by category, not total amount. Seeing $340 on food delivery versus $85 on groceries creates instant awareness and shame-free course correction.
Habit 16. Every dollar spent gets assigned a job. Guilt-free fun, future me, or survival. This removes shame from spending because intentional pleasure isn't waste. Thoughtless spending is.
Habit 17. They review every subscription twice a year, even $5 ones. Most people have 712 subscriptions they forgot about. That's $840 to $2,160 annually on autopilot waste.
Habit 18. For non-urgent purchases, they set price alerts and wait for 20% off minimum. Patience saves 20% on everything from flights to furniture. Impatience is an expensive tax.
Habit hat 19. They check their net worth weekly, not just their checking account balance. Your checking account lies, it shows cash flow, not wealth, and tricks you into thinking you're richer or poorer than reality.
Habit to 20. On payday, investments get funded before bills, not after. There's never money left over at month's end. Making wealth building the first expense guarantees it happens.
Habit 21. They ruthlessly unfollow anyone on social media who triggers spending comparison. Your college friends' Bali vacation posts aren't inspiration, they're psychological warfare against your savings rate.
Habit at 22. Before spending, they calculate what that money becomes in 10, 20, 30 years invested. That $5 coffee isn't $18.25 yearly, it's $50,000 you won't have at retirement.
Habit hat 23. Before buying anything, they list 3 things they already own that serve the same purpose. This kills the scarcity mindset that drives overconsumption. You already have abundance, you just forgot.
Habit hat 24. Every purchase uses the optimal credit card for category rewards, paid in full monthly. Strategic card use generates $600 $14 foreign annually in free money that gets immediately invested. Habit 25. Once a year, they calculate their true hourly worth, including all unpaid time. Your $70 K salary isn't $35 hour, it's $22 hour after commute, email, and overtime, which changes every spending decision. Notice the pattern? Not one of these habits is exciting, impressive, or Instagram-worthy. They're all boring, repetitive micro-decisions that individually save $5 to $50, but compound into millions over decades.
Broke people chase exciting strategies, crypto, side hustles, viral opportunities. Millionaires embrace boring consistency because they understand wealth is built in the mundane, not the exceptional. The secret isn't finding better habits, it's doing boring ones long enough for compound interest to make them extraordinary. Start with one micro habit today, not because it's exciting, but because boring wins the long game every single time.